more girls here than anywhere in the world, and we play rock and roll. All we do now, we don't like add in. Some clubs will play a little bit of rock and roll. We play only rock and roll. I like the girls that come here.
All right, we're on Disco Acid Cult TV.
Your pussy will perish with you in hell!
We're late tonight. It's 6:30. Usually we're on at 6. I'm by myself. No Casper. Did I say something about it being Wednesday just a second ago? I already can't remember. I swear I did. I meant to say it's Thursday. I might have also said it's Thursday earlier. I don't even know what's going on. But I'm here. I mostly just want to make fun of somebody on Instagram. That's really the main point of this tonight. What's up, Dirty White Boy? What's up, Protomax? Yeah, I'm solo. I've not heard from Casper today. Who knows what he's up to? Last week, he was fucking a girl in a wheelchair. That's what I was going to make him tell the story tonight. He told the story on a Leo and Danny show, I guess, that I had never heard, but he told me about it. He said he's done it before. He said he met a girl one time on, some dating app, and she was in a wheelchair, and they got a hotel room. And he said it was weird because the girl showed up. He said he saw her getting out of the car, like he saw her pull up from the window in the room, and this truck pulled up, and this guy got out of the truck and opened the passenger door. And apparently it was like her brother driving her to the room. Like her brother was driving her to this hookup. And he said he wasn't really into it, but he did it anyways. And I said, well, you did a good thing, because I'm sure this girl in the wheelchair with her brother that drives her around to sex sessions, a lot of guys probably see that and they probably back out at the last minute, and she probably feels bad about herself. But I thought it was a good thing he did. He gave her that experience by following through. So, but apparently last week, I don't know, he called me last week to let me know he couldn't come on, and he said, yeah, I'm banging a chick in a wheelchair apparently for the second time. So hopefully you can stay on the stream going forward. I mean, I don't know. I've got no reason to think he wouldn't, but this is the second week in a row. And then, like I said, today I haven't even heard from him. Last week, it almost seemed like he was crashing out on Instagram about something. Because last week on Friday, the day after Thursday, he posted something like, I might go live tonight. And then he said, like, I don't care about anything anymore. It's on site with any of these soft bitches or something funny like that. Like he was going to stream by himself on his channel, which would have been fine too. I want him to do stuff on his own channel. I've noticed he hasn't done anything on his own channel like by himself ever since we started streaming. And he didn't end up going live. And then he posted a couple of clips that looked like he was out, like, I don't know, like at some party or something. And who knows. But it seems like something was seems like a volatile dude. No disrespect or nothing. I think he is not volatile, but like at any moment, he could like drop off or drop out, And I mean, that's like how we all are, like all former junkies or whatever. Like I'm also technically like an unreliable person. If you look at my resume, it's like I'm also liable at any moment to, drop off. Proto want to drop on. I'd imagine Protomax is like at the gym right now or something. Protomax, you're not going to be able to come on Monday also, aren't you? I saw Mom today, and she told me you're going to be busy. Not long enough for an hour. Yeah, I probably won't even be on that long tonight. Like I said, I'm going to pull up the ARFID guy on Instagram to show everyone because I want to make fun of him. My streaming website is so annoying. It's showing me how many people are watching, but usually I hover over it and it tells me how many people are on YouTube and how many people are on Kick. And it's not, that screen is not popping up when I look. I also noticed I'm starting to get the ghost viewer on Kick now. Like there's always one viewer on Kick. The same way that Twitch would do it. So I'm already annoyed by that. But it is true I can't do Monday. Yeah, no, I told Mom, I was like, oh, he'll probably call me like Monday morning, then he probably hasn't remembered to say something about it. But so Monday I'll either stream Monday or Tuesday. I'll figure, I always figure something out. Let me get to this guy though. This guy was gonna pull up the main topic of tonight. I've brought him up before, but today I'm gonna watch more of his clips, I think. It's only because I commented on another one of his posts and I said, this is literally the gayest thing I've ever seen. And some kid started some fight with me, was like, oh, he has a disorder and you're talking shit to a guy with a disorder. It's just the amount of defenders this guy has, just leaves me with no hope for the world. This guy, like I said, I've talked about him before, Mikey V. Mikey V44, this is him. This guy claims he has ARFID, right? Which is apparently some disorder that they have made up where they're just horrendously terrified of trying new foods. They claim that there are cases where people will die in a house full of food. They will die of starvation because they're so scared of eating certain kinds of food. I've never heard of those cases. I don't believe them. I'm sure there was something else going on. This is just a guy who wasn't disciplined by his parents. That's all this is. So he posts videos like this. This is him. He's going to eat a cheeseburger with ketchup on it, and he's going to cry about it. And all these comments are like, OMG, you did it. This is exciting. You did great. Happy face. I don't blame you. I hate ketchup. So proud of you. Big steps, bro. Congrats. And then the other half of the comments are, bro is stalling over a little ketchup. There's no way. A lot of people will hate on this guy too. Some people think it's also rage bait, which if it is, I respect the game. This is the best rage baiter of all time. So, yeah, this is him eating the ketchup burger.
First time in my life that I can confidently eat a cheeseburger without any toppings and not have any issues. But I haven't had a cheeseburger with toppings ever. So, for the first time, I'm going to be trying a cheeseburger.
Notice he says toppings, and all he means is ketchup. You're thinking he's about to pull out the tomato and the pickles and the lettuce. No, this absolute faggot has just smothered a cheeseburger in ketchup and is going to act like it's some big accomplishment. And people in the comments are going to pat him on the ass. Dude, it's, I really hope this guy's just a really good rage baiter. He's also married and has children, by the way. So you want to talk about how bad it is when like Riley Reid has a child and that kid's going to have to go to school? Like imagine this guy's kids going to school. Luckily, this guy's not like hugely famous, but I mean, I think he's got like tens of thousands of followers. But imagine this being your dad. Like imagine when you're scared of something in the middle of the night and you want to go get your dad and say, Dad, I heard a noise outside. But you're like, wait a minute, my dad cries when he eats ketchup. I'll just go see what the noise is myself.
With ketchup. A lot of ketchup. That is a lot of ketchup. And
that is a lot of ketchup. What a faggot.
Ketchup smell is like overbearing. So I don't know how this is going to go. But we're going to try it. 3, 2, 1.
God, please be rage bait. Please be fucking rage bait. I want to punch this guy. Like, I'm physically angry when I watch this guy and like the faces he makes. Oh yeah, he's about to throw up. Oh my God, the ketchup. Yeah, I follow him because I basically try to make it a point to harass every post he posts. One of the comments I said was, imagine we all get drafted to World War III and this guy's on your team. Like, what are you doing when this guy is like this guy's covering you? You're in the middle of a war. You got to take out some fucking Iran soldiers or something, and this is the guy who's covering you. Same color that comes out of his vagine. Dude, I could only, God, imagine this guy being your dad. Like, anyone who's had a dad that, like, beats them, you know, like, any, like, drunk, abusive father, I would rather my dad abandon me than this guy be my dad. Like, if I was born and my dad walked out on me when I was, like, 3, and then one day I'm, like, 22 and my mom comes to me and says, "I wanna talk to you about your dad. It's time. I'm gonna show you some pictures or some videos," and she shows me this guy, I'm saying, "Good. I'm glad he walked out."
I went to go reach for my paper towel because I was this close to spitting it out.
You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid.
Yeah, 9,000, okay, not even tens of thousands, 9,736 followers.
I have an extreme fear of trying new food. Hi, everyone. So, I have an extreme...
I gotta find a good one. Where's the good one? There's one where here's a meeting.
So next up, I'm trying fried shrimp for the very first time as an adult with ARFID.
Also, all of the foods he tries are like it's like fried chicken, a burger from Burger King, something with ketchup, but you'll never see this guy like eating eating spinach or like a tomato. And I also have the palate of a 5-year-old, by the way. I hate vegetables. I do not like eating my vegetables. But you're not going to catch me crying about it, and you're not going to catch me posting videos of it expecting, like, supportive comments.
We went to Applebee's the other night and I got the appetizer trio. I got mozzarella sticks, the pretzels with beer cheese, and fried shrimp. I wasn't super thrilled about it, but honestly, I've always said that shrimp was probably the seafood that I felt the best about trying. I'm not really sure why. I think it's just because it doesn't actually look like a fish that it was probably easier for me. I was able to try it a lot quicker than I thought I would. I think because it was fried made it definitely easier. The texture was definitely easier because it was fried. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Imagine being this guy's wife and trying to trying to be like imagine being this guy's wife and he's like trying to be assertive while fucking. You know what I mean? Like, in the way that the guy is supposed to kind of be the dominating one. Like, what's this guy doing? Can this guy eat pussy? You see that comment on some of the posts. Like, what happens when you try to eat pussy? Do you make that face?
I have an extreme fear of trying new foods, and today we're going to be trying Zaxby's. I got the Zax snack thing, whatever it's called. It's got the chicken fingers, Texas toast, fries, and I got a milkshake. 3, 2, 1.
The 3, 2, 1 countdown makes me want to kill myself. Oh my, it's a chicken finger.
It's okay. It tastes just like most of the other chicken places, honestly. Now I got this Zax sauce. Oh, that smelled bad. 3, 2, 1.
Dude, he's like trembling.
On it. All right.
I want this guy to like get into a car accident. I don't know what else to say about it.
These are the 5 worst foods that I've tried so far.
I think this is the one.
Number 5 is pork fried rice. I genuinely thought that this was just going to be pork and rice when I got it, but when I opened it and saw that it had a bunch of other stuff in it, it freaked me out. And I think all of those textures put together really just made me not like this. I was surprisingly able to swallow it, but it was a big struggle, and I just wasn't a fan. Number 4 is green beans. This was just not my thing at all.
Yeah, somebody says this is the kind of stuff my toddler would post if they had access to social media. And then here's a comment. Unlike your toddler, this guy has a disorder and is actively pushing himself out of his comfort zone to grow. He has a disability called ARFID. I don't know what's worse, the guy that posts this stuff or the people that are like supportive in the comments. ARFID is not picky eating. It is a condition where your brain fails to process normal food as edible. Your brain is convinced that eating certain things will hurt or kill you. So this guy's claiming that this is a disorder where it's quite literally life or death when you have to eat green beans. Like when you go to Thanksgiving dinner and your Aunt Carol brought like a spinach casserole or something, it's life or death for you. This is World War III to this guy. This guy's brain has convinced him that eating the spinach will actually kill him. Jim, I have not heard from Casper today. I texted him like 3 or 4 hours ago and said, "Are we streaming?" And I haven't heard from him. So who knows? I mentioned it a little bit earlier, like as lightly as I could, because I'm not trying to, I don't know, but last week on Instagram, it seemed like it didn't seem like he was crashing out at all. But last week on Instagram on like Friday, I saw he posted something like, I might go live tonight, like on his own YouTube channel. And he said something like, I'm tired of everything, or like, I don't care about anything anymore. And it was like in his own joking way, like he followed it up with like, it's on site for any bitches or something funny like that. But it was one of those times where I wanted to like text him and say like, is it all good? I just, like I said, I'm like awkward with that stuff. And like, I like to think that we're friends, but I don't actually know. You know what I mean? Like we've never really, you know, talked in a way that's like serious. We pretty much just talk on the live stream, and it's always just jokes and shit. So I don't know. It was a post that I would have been like, how you doing? Nothing too serious, like I said, but something that like if it was like a friend of mine that I knew, like if Dirty White Boy posted something like that, I would have hit him up and said, how's shit going? So I don't know. I could also just be overreacting. I don't know why the fuck Protomax just crashed the stream.
Why not?
I guess it's a good call.
I have time.
But yeah, Jim. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll hear from him sometime later.
Maybe the crippled girl's brother killed him.
Yeah, it could have been the wheelchair girl's brother or something. Came back with a vengeance.
Yeah, crippled's probably not the best term. Not that we care on this channel, but
yeah, no. At least she's in a wheelchair and doesn't just have ARFID.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
The gym I go to, there's a church next to it. It's a Protestant church, shocker, and they have a giant U.S. flag and a giant Israel flag in front of it. I'm like, you've got to be shitting me.
Jim is actually a member of that church.
Oh, Jim, why?
Jim goes to the church with the big Israel flag.
Oh, he does. I knew it.
Get back to work, Matt Walsh. Get back to work. Do not criticize Israel.
Big Netanyahu guy.
Yeah, big shouts out to our homeboy Netanyahu.
Dude, you know what I found out today? I was watching. Have you ever seen that retired CIA guy? And he's hella funny on the internet, and they do the voice effects on him and shit.
Yeah, it's like John Kiriakou or whatever.
Yeah. I watched an interview of him today, and he was saying that Jeffrey Epstein was not even, like the stories that Jeffrey Epstein started off as a math teacher.
Yeah.
Dude, he wasn't even a real teacher. He was a fucking substitute.
Yeah, I've seen something about that.
I was like, no fucking way, bro. Like,
he wasn't even like good at his job or whatever.
Yeah, dude, he was like fucking Jack Black. But instead of forming a band with the kids, he was gaining information for Israel. Hey, Jim, based as fuck. It's the true church started by Jesus Christ.
Jim will be back in 15. Don't rape anyone while he's away.
No worries.
Those are probably the two best back-to-back comments of all
I
time,
was just
actually.
thinking that's a crazy back-to-back.
I'm Catholic, the only real Church of Christ. Don't rape anyone while I'm away.
Hey, true.
Jim is handing out serious ammo to the atheists on Reddit right now. Dude, the fucking atheist of the internet.
Oh, the neckbeard atheists. I can't stand them.
Dude, that girl I was supposed to have on last night, she's crashing out today on Instagram.
What do you mean? Crashing out about what?
She posted on her stories, I've been wanting to talk about really important shit, and then I remembered that all my followers are illiterate ass men who don't give a fuck.
Dude, this girl sounds like a true retard. She posts pictures of her tits every day and expects women to follow her.
That's what I'm saying.
What
But
the
she won't
fuck is
listen.
that?
She wouldn't listen to that if I told her that. She would have some excuses to like, oh, well, women wouldn't follow me anyways because I don't know. She would like friendly fire on women in that example.
I mean,
and
she's
then-
right. Women don't support other women. She is right in that sense. I won't lie. I'm not gonna be all like, "Oh, yes, they do." No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't. They just do like in comment sections.
Yeah, I was gonna say they'll comment like, "Oh, you know how women are in comment section. They'll comment that shit on each other's like selfies and all that." Did you tell her she had to earn your dick?
No, she tried to back out of that voice message. She literally messaged me like an hour after I ended the stream and said, I don't even remember sending those voice messages. I was drunk. And I was like, it was like 3 hours ago. You just sobered up in 3 hours? What are you talking about?
Dude, you ever seen that fat fuck on YouTube? His name's Goblin. There's like a fat white guy with glasses with like a bowl cut, and he talks about like all the drugs he's done and all that.
No.
It's a pretty funny channel, I won't lie, but he had a good point about like why alcohol is like a dangerous one to be addicted to. It's because alcohol is like one of the ones where no matter how drunk you are, your confidence never goes down, so you always think you can drive. And I was like, oh, that's actually true.
Yeah. I think it'd be the worst just because it's the most accessible and it's advertised everywhere.
It's so cheap too.
Yeah.
Like, what's a bottle of Seagram's at the store? Like $5.
Yeah. Come drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely
Jeez, man.
she'll talk about how like she'll hook up with an ex-boyfriend and then she'll be like, he used me. I'm like, stop. She told me when she was 13, she dated a dude in his 30s.
Ugh.
And then she'll defend that relationship like to the death. But if you talk about like a 32, or if you talk about like like a 41-year-old man dating a 21-year-old girl, she'll say that's not good. But then she's allowed to date 30-year-olds and 13. I don't know.
That's like complaining about CIA putting crack in black neighborhoods in the 80s. You didn't have to smoke it, you know? Just because your ex-boyfriend hit her up doesn't mean she has to fuck him.
She's one of those types. Yeah, she told me like last year, like on New Year's Eve, we were in a FaceTime, and then she never ended up hitting me up, which was like I don't care. It's fucking FaceTime.
Yeah.
And then she told me she was hooking up with her ex, and she was like, "Oh, I was getting used."
She told you that?
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, my ex just
You're
used
better
me," and I'm
than
like,
me, bro.
and I was like, "No, you drove to your ex-boyfriend's house and you let him hit," and she's like, "He was just using me," and I'm like, nothing is her fault. Is like the main.
Nah, you're better than me. I would have drove straight to her house.
Yeah, that's
No
the
way
main
you're
thing.
telling me that. That's crazy.
Nothing is well. It's not like we're fucking like.
Yeah, it's true. But still, I don't know.
Yeah, no. She just if she's ever bored and I'm like sitting around, she'll just FaceTime
Yeah,
me, and then
true.
we'll do nothing. But
And she lives in LA?
yeah, I don't know exactly. I don't know where anything is in LA. I don't even know if she's actually told me, but she lives near a beach because she drives to this beach all the time to smoke weed.
Oh, shit. I'm actually very curious now. You should ask
Yeah,
her.
yeah, I could probably find out. Yeah, she's insanely fucking retarded.
Nah, that sounds fucking annoying. You should find another girl to try and get for the stream. She sounds annoying and unreliable, which is not a good combination. At least be reliable if you're going to be annoying.
Well, I was only gonna get her for that one time because it was just kind of last minute on Wednesday, and then the other one is also Mexican girls in general, I guess, are just flaky and unreliable.
What about the channel's favorite, fucking Hannah Dallas?
I haven't talked to her in a little bit. I almost hit her up to see if she'd come on Wednesday, but I thought it'd be last minute.
Yeah, it's true. And she's probably busy driving fucking Ferraris and shit. That shit's
Yeah.
crazy. What
Yeah.
about I guess hopefully Casper sticks around. I was gonna say, what about next Thursday, but hopefully he'll be back on.
Yeah, I'll see you. I guess I'm sure I'll hear from him at some point.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, all the Mexican girls are just fucking
All
undependable.
all two of them. Ah, shit.
Yeah, yeah,
You gotta yeah, we need a third one to prove our case study. We need a third Mexican chick.
I can probably find a third
Yeah, you
Mexican
got to be
chick.
able to find one. Dude, you know what I think is very fascinating? I think I understand why, but Mexican chicks are really into like the I don't want to say like emo shit, but I am gonna say emo shit. I don't know if you ever noticed that.
Yeah,
I think that's why the every now and then you can get one to follow on the channel, especially when it was like a Manson thing. They're
yeah,
into that. They really like that shit.
that's where I found these two Mexican girls. They followed the original.
Yeah, they're into like they call them like alt Mexican chicks.
There's fire a bunch of messages.
I,
Yeah,
I I agree. That's why I think you should do, especially for like those. I think you were talking about one time. It was like a, she didn't have OnlyFans, but she had some shit like that, and she had like 5,000 followers. She was from Oregon. I think you should fire off on chicks like that. Just say like, "Hey, I got a channel. Will you come on?" Yada yada
yeah. A
yada.
couple of weeks ago, I fired off 5 messages. Wait, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, none of them even opened them. One of them was no. 2 of them were the Groiper type girls.
Oh,
They have OnlyFans. Uh,
ain't that ironic?
One of them was one of the 80s chicks that I like. One of them was the girl with like 6,000 followers from
Oh, she
Oregon.
didn't open it.
Yeah, no, she didn't open it.
Whore.
And then one of them was the girl that I've pulled up on stream and said I'm in love with that does like the early 2000s throwback stuff.
I remember that, dude. You should also just copy and paste it and shoot that same message fucking 500 times.
That's what I did with this one. I copy and pasted, except I changed up a couple. Like in the 80s one, I was like, oh, the 80s. And then in the early 2000s girl, I was like, yeah, that's my time. And then the Groiper girls, I said, yeah, I like what, I said something about like, I like what you post or what you say or whatever.
How many followers does the Instagram have? I'm just curious to see what if they looked at your account, like what's turning them off.
812, and it has not
Ah,
grown. It's
the
literally
TikTok is better though. You said you have 6,000 on there now, no?
6,000. No, I'm over 1,000 now.
Oh, I don't know why I thought I heard you say 6,000 on stream the other night. Maybe I was doing wishful thinking, like I was hearing what I wanted to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right now the TikTok is at 1,093.
That means you can go live though, no?
Yeah, I can go live on TikTok.
You should start doing that.
I've thought about it. I would have to do it separate from this because TikTok is incredibly strict.
I think you should start doing TikTok live whenever you go smoke a cigarette in the parking lot. Just throw on TikTok live for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, because you're gonna be smoking a cigarette in your car. I'm sure you know that's you usually film videos during that time. Anyways, might as well throw on the stream. It'll get you something because I know that TikTok likes accounts that do live streaming. They use the apps like when you use more of their features, they favor you.
Yeah. Yeah, the 2 recent posts I did that are popping off are still pulling in a lot of engagement. It's annoying. They're the only ones that pop off are political posts, but whatever.
That's how it goes. That's what gets people's emotions.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, no, it's the worst. And then TikTok actively fucked one of my posts. I posted something earlier that I literally just said, "Why is everyone so fat today?" And it's sitting at 2 views right now, which is like literally
yeah. You might as well just
impossible.
delete it and post something else. That's a waste.
Well, I posted something else a little bit later, anyways.
2 views is retarded. That's how you know they're fucking with you.
Yeah, no, it's like undeniable because even the worst of my posts get like 300. They'll get 300 views.
Yeah, 2 is ridiculous because, dude, you have more than 10 followers. More than 2 people are gonna see it. That's insulting.
Yeah. No, the fact that I literally just said, I posted something the other day where I said fat people are just the worst, and that got 0 views. So I took it down and posted, "Why is everyone so fat?" Yeah, no, you can't even call people fat on TikTok.
That's ridiculous. Dude, did you see the fucking the lawsuit against Meta and YouTube?
Yeah. Tim Pool was trying to black pill and say like, "Oh, YouTube's over."
Bro, why didn't I think of doing that earlier? She won like $6 million. I was like, fuck, dude, I should have thought of this.
What does she sue them for?
She says that having those apps in her life throughout her developing years gave her severe anxiety and depression. That's it. I was like, fuck, dude, I could have made that up and said that too. What the fuck?
I guess it's gonna change something about their algorithm, apparently.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to chill on the, you know, the aggressive ass algorithm, and I think, and due to my profession that I won't comment on any further, I think we're on the brink of stricter social media laws for children.
Yeah.
From what I'm understanding from like the internal sense, I think they're gonna start banning that shit for kids, like more stricter bans.
Well, if it turned into like what, like everyone has to show ID.
Yeah, I don't remember what I don't remember what platform was doing that, but yeah, I know for some of them, you have to
I
show ID, which people think is predatory, but I'm like, I kind of agree actually.
I don't even think it'd be that bad because let's be real. No, everyone like for all the people that are gonna say I'm not showing them, bro. Everyone's gonna fucking show. It's YouTube. Like no one's just giving up YouTube tomorrow. Everyone's showing their fucking ID.
No, facts. Well, and I fucking hate. I understand where they're coming from, but the super fucking the government doesn't get this shit. I'm like, dude, your information's already out there already. I could look up your phone number and find out where you live right now. So like,
Yeah,
what do you give a fuck? You're on the internet already. They already have your information. You think
it's
they couldn't find a
funny.
picture of your license?
Like with TikTok, when TikTok went to the whatever, like the American company, like, oh, they're gonna take
Yeah,
our information, bro. They already
they
have
already
your
have
like,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
And what do you
Yeah.
think you do that's so important that the government's gonna like, bro? You're sitting in your house all day, like,
No, facts. I always thought it was funny. Remember when TikTok was owned by that Singaporean company, and everyone? I remember when TikTok first came out in like 2020, or when it first got popular. And everyone's like, "I don't want my data to go to fucking China." I'm like, "But you'll let fucking Mark Zuckerberg take your data? Is that so much better? Like, it's all they can get it if they want it. Whoever has the most money can get your information like that, bro."
yeah. And even if TikTok did ever or YouTube ever did start to suck, I've been saying, and it sucks because I don't really know how to do it.
Well,
But
Rumble.
no, Kick.
Oh yeah.
I would like the Kick to grow. I don't know how to. I mean, I guess just keep streaming, but
Yeah, dude, the only one person I know on Kick is fucking that funny ass UFC guy, Rampage Jackson. That dude is fucking hilarious. I don't know if you've seen his clips.
oh, I didn't even know. I'm gonna go follow him. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that guy.
he's a Kick guy because his shit is too raunchy for YouTube.
The only people I follow on Kick now are Clavicular, Asmongold.
Gosh.
I follow a Cheeto just because he's kind of funny sometimes.
Is Nick Fuentes on Kick?
He's on Rumble.
Oh shit, okay.
And then now I follow Rampage Jackson.
Yeah, Rampage Jackson's goated. I might need to get on Rumble. I've been looking dude, you can't find any Nick Fuentes clips on YouTube without some fucking retard commentating over them. I don't know if you ever tried looking them up.
Yeah, it's just people trying to get views out of him.
Yeah, because he's not on YouTube. I was like, ah, fuck, do I really have to make a Rumble to watch a fucking Nick Fuentes
You don't
clip?
you don't have to make a Rumble.
Oh, okay, good. I'm not gonna then. I just wanted, because I just want to hear his opinions on the war. Since I'm not on social media, I don't see his clips on TikTok. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm curious what he has to say about everything.
You can literally just Google Nick Fuentes Rumble, and then his live streams are like fucking 8 hours long, but he always posts like the segments separately.
That's funny. He does it like a job, 9 to 5.
Yeah, his live streams are weird. I've watched not even the whole thing of any of them, but they start, he streams like late at night.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull up his channel.
Shitpiss, I agree. Kids are pretty tough these days. Everyone agrees.
He streams like he starts at like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night or something, and
Jeez, dude.
his live streams are anywhere from 4 hours to 6 hours. And when you start, it's like 3 or 4 hours. It'll just be like clips and like a compilation. It's like the opening credits, but it's like 3 hours long, and it's just like songs playing and clips. Like he's got an editor, I think, that does it, and then he gets on finally. So probably doesn't get on until like midnight.
That sounds retarded. I'm definitely just gonna watch the clips.
Yeah, but I think it is kind of clever that because his fan base does stay up late and watch him. Like
Yeah, well, he definitely appeals to a certain demographic.
the Rumble should get more. Yeah, I wish Rumble would grow, but it sucks that now Rumble is already seen as like the right wing platform, and I'm like, no, Rumble is just the platform that won't kick you off for saying shit.
Yeah, no, it's facts. And I think that the way the world is going right now, I think that people are, my hope is that people are about to not care about something like that. Oh, it's a right wing platform. I think people are getting to the point where they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, we have a Rumble. I never use it or do anything with it. I think I've got like 3 clips uploaded there. Jim, yes, actually. I've got
the wheelchair
1,
girl.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 videos on Rumble, but I've got 1
Nice.
follower. And I think it actually might be myself.
I was just gonna say, is it yourself?
Yeah, it's myself. Rumble, you have to have like a certain amount of followers to live stream on there.
You can only do videos until then. I don't disagree with that. I think it's smart when platforms do that.
I think it might be like 100 followers or something.
It's like
And
a way of verifying.
even the video I uploaded of me and Johnny talking about Charlie Kirk only got like 13 views.
Oh, dude, that Johnny stream was fucking retarded. Not to fucking bring it up on stream again or nothing like that, but geez, dude.
Oh, the with him in chat.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Yeah.
Annie seemed to enjoy herself though, so that was funny.
Yeah, I thought that was funny that Annie was like having a way better time than I was.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird that she was trying to get all like, I don't want to say professional, but the way she's like, I felt disrespect. I'm like, I never knew you felt disrespected. I thought we just thought he was retarded.
Dude, I thought that way too. I was like, whoa, she's being like serious about it. She's like, that's not professional. You clearly don't respect the stream. I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
Charlie Kirk, yeah, just popped a perky, Jesus. Yeah, I think I don't know. Yeah, I was like, oh, I guess it's cool to have like this, like, I'm just talking shit and you're like being professional about it, I guess.
Maybe it was like the mother and her motherly instincts were trying to protect you.
That Johnny,
It's true,
Jim,
yeah.
Jim thinks he's like a pathological liar.
No, he is, dude. I mean, is there anything truthful of what he said? Has he ever told the fucking truth?
Well, the thing is, we have no way to prove it. That's why the only thing that I thought was funny was when he commented on the initial video and said, you know, you need to prove all these. And I'm like, bro, we can't actually prove anything about you. Like, we don't. And it's and he kept saying, oh, you know, anyone who's come on the live stream has always been very truthful about their. And I'm like, and I don't even require that. Like, I don't need people to get on here and tell me their whole life story.
Yeah.
But all we're saying is just that you said a lot of things and none of them pass any sniff test at all. And
Yes.
And we're not the only ones that think that. Like, even people that watch the streams like don't think anything.
Bro,
passes the
Jim
sniff
just
test.
pulled up 2 weeks ago and he already thinks that.
Yeah,
Come
Jim literally
on.
pulled up 2 weeks ago, or like pulled up like a month ago on the channel. Saw one live stream with him in chat and made up his mind on that. And it's shit pissed. Yeah, it's on Rumble. If you look up Disco Acid Cold TV, all one word on Rumble, it should pop up. Let me see. Let me make sure that's actually what you look up. I hate when they do that. Like on Kick, it's all one word. So when you look it up on Kick, it's all one word. Okay, no, on Rumble, it's all separate words. Disco Acid Cult TV.
Oh, dude, Jim, I have a buddy that's kind of like that. He's not necessarily, he's like a half truther. Every story he tells, it's like the severity is turned up to 11. Like some of the shit really did happen, but some of the shit is definitely exaggerated.
All right, when I go to search it, I don't even know how to make it come up. So instead, just type that in the URL if you're going there, rumble.com/dis. Yeah, I posted the link for you. Shit piss, don't worry, I got you on that link.
What the fuck? I ain't never seen that before.
When people would say just lie about everything for, like, for example, stuff like that. And that's what I've said. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to keep talking about the guy too much, but that's what I said. I said he's like the kid on the playground that said, my dad works for Game Freak, so I know all the next Pokemon that are going to be in the next game. That's like the vibe I got. But
Dude, speaking of fucking games, my back on.
It's funny because we used to know a guy like that, coincidentally named Johnny, but Jonny. He's the guy that I almost got in the fight with the Brass Knuckles and Steven. That's how I met him, Johnny. And Johnny was this guy that would tell these fucking stories. Like, he worked at McDonald's for the second half of his high school, and he told us his job there. He was the cash manager. And we were all in high school, so we never, we didn't know. We were like, oh yeah, Johnny's the cash manager at McDonald's, because he wanted to make himself sound like he wasn't just a fry cook or some shit. And then there was a story, I wish I could remember. Okay, one of the stories he told me, because he lived in Vacaville. He actually lived in Elmira. And
shit.
Yeah, Elmira, and he started coming to Dixon. He told me that the way he started coming to Dixon to hang out was that every summer he would decide what town he was going to start driving to preach the word of God to. And I was like, well, that's funny, because the way I met you, you had brass knuckles and you were trying to fight me. What are you talking about preaching the word of God? He's like,
Turned
yeah, so
over
every
memories.
summer I would decide who I wanted to go preach the word of God to. And he said, I would take a map of, the area that we're in of California, and I would throw a dart at the dartboard. And this year it landed on Dixon. So here I am. And I'm like, okay. And then he used to like, he would legitimately show you songs from bands and be like, yeah, I was in this band, and it'd be like fucking like Norma Jean, like an actual, I'm like, Johnny, I can go online right
This is a
now and
real
see that
band.
yeah, I could see that you were never, what are you talking about, Johnny? But he just was that kind of guy. But like
Yeah.
in his case, we all liked him was the thing. He was in a band. He played. He was a really good bass player, and he had like enough redeeming qualities that you just kind of laughed about it when he told those stories.
I will not lie. His cash manager story at McDonald's reminded me of something. I'm guilty of doing something like that. I remember when I was like 19, I was talking to this chick, and I think I had just started seeing her, and I didn't have any confidence at the time, so I thought I was like hitting outside my weight class, you know? And I told I worked at Amazon warehouse at the time, and I told her I was like the tech software guy, like I designed the Amazon software products, and she fucking believed me the whole time I was a fucking box stacker.
Well, I used to do shit like that too. I convinced
Uh,
Madison one time in science class that I was the screamer of Under Oath because she didn't know who
no
Under Oath
way.
was. So
Yeah,
I just showed her a song because I used to give her one of my earbuds and make her listen to music. And I was like, yeah, that's me screaming. And she's like, no, it's not. She's like, show me. And I'm like, we're in class. It'd be loud. I can't just scream right now. And she's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, okay, yeah, good song.
actually, then after class gets out, you just gotta fucking run away. Oh, gotta go. I have diarrhea.
And then I definitely used to tell people I didn't fuck a girl for the first time until I was 17, but when I was 16, I was definitely telling people that I was fucking my girlfriend.
You mentioned that on stream before because you said that you fucked the yogurt before you fucked the chick.
Oh yeah. I was definitely telling people that I was banging my girlfriend.
Dude,
And
I remember I was chat only back then. Dude, I was driving at the time when you were telling that story, dude. You cannot even write my expression down. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Fucking yogurt? What the fuck?
yeah, the cup of play yogurt out of Ben's parents' refrigerator.
Insanity.
We were talking about Pokemon, like what it'd be like to do it with either Grimer or Muck. We're like, well, yogurt would be like the best example for like a reference point or whatever. So I'll do it.
It's true. All right, and with that, my time is up. I hope you all have a good rest of your stream.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
Yes, sir. Peace.
All right, who else is coming on? Someone else has to come on. Anyone else that comes on ever, though, it'd be audio only. Yeah, what would it be like to rape a Pokemon? I mean, pretty much, yeah. We were saying, what would it be like to fuck, like Grimer or Muck? Also, you could just fuck anywhere. It's just like a big ball of, sludge or whatever. Should have another follower on Rumble. Let me go check. Oh, nice. Yeah, we got the notification. Well, you know what's annoying though is it still says maybe it'll update. It still says one. I got the notification that says you got a new follower, but my dashboard still says one follower. But maybe, like I said, maybe that'll update. But I did get the notification for the new follower. So nice. We were moving up in the Rumble world. We're also at 2 followers on Kick. I don't know who the other one is. I know Jim, obviously, but I don't know who the second person is. And I need to make some more clips on Kick, actually. That's what I'll do. I'll get some clips from the stream I did on Kick last night. Because there's a couple good clips I can make out of that. Kick's clip maker, it sucks. You have to use Kick to make the clips, and you have to get the clips from the live stream. And the tool to make the clips on Kick, it's super like fidgety. Like you'll set it for like this time to this time, and it won't do those exact times. So it'll get like a couple seconds earlier to a couple seconds later or whatever. And it's super weird, but either way, I'd imagine making clips on that is the way to go. Make 100 fake emails, make Rumble accounts. I would do stuff like that if I like felt like, doing that. Rumble will get better. Yeah, I hope Rumble does get better. I hope Rumble grows because, like I said, it's obviously way better to, not have to worry about. I mean, if Nick Fuentes is safe on Rumble, then I'm definitely safe on Rumble. But like I said, it just sucks that it's now seen as like the right-wing platform, which is so annoying to think about how people consider it a right-wing platform. Like, think about the implications of that. People consider it a right-wing platform because you're allowed to say whatever you want. Like, I'm not the right-wing guy, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to side with Republicans or conservatives. I'm just saying, you got to think about what that means when left-wingers are like, "Oh yeah, Rumble, that's that conservative platform. They let you say whatever you want over there." It's like, what are you really saying? It's fucking retarded. You know, the only platform you could go on in 2020 and say, "I'm not really sure about this COVID stuff. Why did this guy die in a motorcycle accident, but his death got marked as a COVID death?" Funny part is Nick is the biggest streamer on Rumble, yet every time he's live, they never put his channel on the front page of Rumble. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. I think he has, he has 674,000 followers on Rumble, which is crazy work. I know Steven Crowder also is now, like, exclusively on Rumble, and Steven Crowder's got 1.8 million followers on Rumble. 1.9 million. But I know for a fact that Rumble pushes him hard because when he signed with them, it was like some big exclusive contract that they signed to where he can only live stream on Rumble. So Rumble pushes the fuck out of Steven Crowder. But I would also bet you Nick Fuentes does better like live numbers. Like more people probably watch Nick Fuentes live than Steven Crowder. And then let's see. I know Tim Pool is on Rumble now. He's got 618,000 followers. He probably also gets a big boost from Rumble. They probably promote the shit out of him. Yeah, when I go to the homepage right now, literally Tim Pool is on the homepage of Rumble. Inverted World Live, which is like a conspiracy theory alien UFO show that Tim Pool produces. The thing that sucks about Tim Pool is I hate Tim Pool himself, but I like some of the shows under his umbrella that he produces. Like he does Pop Culture Crisis. I like that show. It's basically just a show that talks about pop culture, like Hollywood movies and shit, but they're not faggots. And they also realize that Snape being played by a black man is retarded. He produces that Inverted World Live show, which is again it's like a UFO paranormal conspiracy theory show. So that's pretty interesting. And then even Timcast IRL, the live stream every night, I watch it sometimes because I like the guests that he has on. But I hate Tim Pool himself. Like he is the worst part of his own show. Like when he talks, I'm like, oh my God. But they get good guests on sometimes. So it's interesting. I'll hop off so quick because I've got diarrhea. You got that dirty white boy IBS going on. Yeah, if you get Fuentes on the video on YouTube, it's guaranteed 1 million views. Like Dave Smith had him on recently, and it's like his most viewed video, I think, as of recent. Rumble is kind of right-wing because there are a lot of right-wing grifters that just say false stuff because they know they won't get fact-checked or deleted. Yeah, that's true, but I don't think that makes Rumble right-wing itself. And also maybe the guy who owns Rumble is completely right-wing. I don't know anything about him. I just know that I've heard people talk about Rumble, and like the point of Rumble was not to be right wing. It just so happens that, yeah, like you said, right wing grifters moved over there because they knew they wouldn't get kicked off. So I would blame the right wing grifters as opposed to blaming Rumble. Rumble is just taking whoever they can get, Like I wouldn't if Steven Crowder came to me and said, "Can I host a show on your channel?" I wouldn't say no. Yeah, I'd say yeah. I'd say I think you're kind of fucking retarded, but if you're gonna get me 1 million subscribers, like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll take you. I'm sure that's how Rumble was with stuff like that, Like, who I hate is I hate the quartering. You ever heard of that YouTube channel, the quartering with that fat gooner? I think his name's like Jeremy or something. He literally got caught, like his Google search results came up. He was like screen sharing and something came up. It was like Reddit porn, like Reddit girls being choked, some crazy shit like that. And he's out here making videos like, yeah, conservatives, porn is bad for the country. And now this guy's literally gooning to Reddit porn. And Reddit is the one word that I remember. I can't remember what else he looked up, but it literally was like Reddit porn. Like he was specifically looking for porn on Reddit, as he's telling everybody that porn is bad because of this and that and blah blah blah. A lot of bigger streamers have moved there. I think Asmon started there, and now his buddy. I know Asmongold's still on Kick because I follow him there. He might be on Rumble. I follow one of his channels on YouTube, and it's just for clips. Like somebody edits them and posts segments from the live stream. But I at least know he does live stream on Kick. Plus the channel they put on the front page. Yeah. Like, for example, they don't promote video game streamers, mostly right-wing grifters. Yeah, no, like I said, I just looked at the homepage, and it's like Steven Crowder and Tim Pool. But again, like I said, I don't blame them. Like, you got to put the guys with the most viewers or the most subscribers or whatever, like the biggest names, which is funny because, yeah, they should put. Oh, yeah, here's Asmongold right here on Rumble. He is also on the homepage. They should put Nick Fuentes on the homepage because he's like the biggest live streamer, but, I would imagine they try to keep him off into the corner as much as possible. Like, they'll host him, they won't kick him off. Because they know if they kick him off, that would look bad, and that would defeat their whole purpose of being like a free speech platform. I'm going to help you out real quick. That's the most vague. Like, you could either be Venmoing me $20, or you could be, like, calling my mom and tell her I did a good job today. What if I just started posting videos and claiming that I have ARFID? And, like, I just did videos of me crying while eating new things. I think I could get a big following that way. Whoever's on YouTube, I think there's like 5 or 6 people. Hit the like button if you haven't, by the way. It literally just went down to 4 people. You guys see what happens? I mention the like button and somebody leaves. You absolute fucking scoundrel. Dude, I'm really pissed at Restream right now. Why is this button not showing me the amount of viewers? Like, it'll tell me that there's 7 viewers, but usually, like I said, I hover over the button and it'll come down and it'll tell me how many on YouTube and how many on Kick. But that little thing is not hovering down. So I keep having to go over to the YouTube tab to tell me how many viewers there are. Now there's 5. Hit the like button. If you don't hit the like button, I'm going to call your sister. I'm going to find out where she lives. I'm going to hide out in the nearest bush. And then as soon as she passes by, I'm going to hit her in the head with a crowbar, and I'm going to take her for a drive out to the back roads. And that'll all be on your hands, just because you didn't hit a button. All you had to do was hit the like button. And you could have saved your sister. And you're going to have to live with that. You're going to have to remember that for the rest of your life.
You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid.
Yeah, Ed Kemper style. Well, I think that's more Bundy style. Ed Kemper style is, hey, do you need a ride? Ed Kemper is the opportunity guy. He sees hitchhikers. I think Ed Kemper would have got away with it for sure if he never turned himself in. Because that's like the whole thing, is that he turned himself in. And when he tried to turn himself in, the cops didn't even believe him. Like, they didn't even want to come pick him up. Like, they thought, because they were all friends, they thought he was just fucking around. And they were like, okay, like, seriously, you're taking up our time. Like, we got to go. We're busy. And he was like, no, I'm serious. Dude, there's like 4 people not hitting. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm coming for you. I know all of your sister's names. I have a program right now running that tells me who you are. And I'm pulling up your sister's information right now. Social security number and everything. Bro's like 7 feet tall and at the IQ of 150. Yeah, he was definitely a smart guy. A scary killer. Now I'm trying to think of who else is scary. I mean, scary in the way that, like, I would also say Ted Bundy was scary in the same way that Kemper was scary, because Ted Bundy was like the OG of like, you would never suspect him. You know what I mean? Like, if you saw Bundy in a crowd, you would just think he's like just a dude. And I hate when people, I've complained about this before. I hate when people, what's it called? Something bias. Like the benefit of hindsight. I can't think of the word, but there's a something bias. Everybody will look at a picture of Ted Bundy nowadays and they'll go, "Oh, how could they not catch him? You can see the evil in his eyes." It's like, "No, you fucking can't. He looks like a regular guy. You just think you can because now you know the name Ted Bundy. Like, you're familiar with him. But if you were actually around in like 1972 or whatever, and you passed by Bundy at the grocery store, you would not suspect a thing. Like, there's not, people really swear they have this ability to like see the evil in other humans' eyes. It's like, no, you don't. You would have got fucking abducted and hit in the head with a fucking crowbar too. You retard. You don't have any special ability to see you like, especially when girls do that. I'm like, oh, you've got this ability to see the evil in people's eyes, but you've dated 3 dudes that you claim were abusive and narcissists. So, like, where was that special ability then, you know? Yeah, I can just tell when somebody's evil or when somebody's bad. I can see it in their eyes. All of my ex-boyfriends were narcissists, by the way, and they were all abusive. Like, okay, that makes no sense. But yeah, people do that whenever they look at pictures of like Ted Bundy or, you know, that Richard Alcala guy or whatever that went on that dating game show. Everyone likes to look at those pictures and be like, they just look evil. It's like, no, they don't. You are now you're familiar with the story already. So you can't take that out of your head. Like, it's literally impossible to get that out of your head. People will also do it with like stupid little facts. Like, if somebody finds out that like Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite dessert was cheesecake, they'll be like, "Oh, I can never think of cheesecake the same way anymore. Cheesecake is so creepy now." Like, no, it's fucking not. You just like I don't know. True crime fans are like the worst, which sucks because I'm like a true crime nerd. I hate the term true crime. Like, I don't like calling it true crime. We wish Netflix would make these serial killers like Dahmer, but it's Kemper or Gacy. Well, I wish they would do Richard Ramirez. You know, like right now they're doing a series on who's the girl, the axe girl, Lizzie Borden. They're doing Lizzie Borden, which is really stupid because they just did they just did Ed Gein. And there's no usable footage because that's so old. Like, there's like 1 or 2 clips of Ed Gein in existence, and they're super old and grainy, and they're really fast, and nothing happens. So there's not really like any clips they can use, and it's also hard to like. They can't duplicate any clips. You know, they like make their own versions, but there's no footage to like duplicate. So Lizzie Borden, there's quite literally no video of her at all. So what they're literally just going to be making up entirely new like shots, like, you know, like dramatization scenes or whatever. Whereas if they would do something like, you know, Richard Ramirez, they could at least base the character off of like videos of Richard Ramirez in trial or during the interview. Oh, we make the show a girl boss serial killer was next. Oh yeah, dude, if they do the Lizzie Borden one, they're gonna be like, yeah, Lizzie Borden was actually a hero. She was living under the patriarchal thumb of her father, so Lizzie Borden took matters into her own hands. Oh my god. By the way, literally 3 people dropped off of the live stream after I said that. So it was probably 3 really strong women that were just in the live stream and they left as soon as I dissed on Lizzie Borden. And then if they ever do Eileen Wuornos, that's for sure how they're going to cover Eileen Wuornos. Which, by the way, I think Eileen Wuornos, people constantly debate back and forth. Like, did Eileen Wuornos kill people because she was like a serial killer, like she was angry and crazy? Or did Eileen Wuornos kill those people because they tried to attack her and she was like a defenseless woman. And I think it was like a little bit, not a little bit of both, but I think what happened was Eileen Warnos was like a hooker. And I think, you know, one of her first customers probably obviously assaulted her, like did some bad shit to her, and she shot him. And I think once she shot him, I guess my little theory would be that like a switch in her head flipped, and two things happened. One, she decided that she liked it. She realized I liked shooting that guy, and then two, it kind of the actual assault kind of put the fear of God into her. So I think what happened was every other time a customer picked her up, he probably just like flinched the wrong way, and she would just shoot him because one, she was scared of being attacked again, but two, she probably got a taste for it. I think she's one of those cases where, um, like maybe you could argue a little bit of self-defense in some of the cases, but I also think there's a good argument for, I think she just liked killing people. Like, look at her, dude, that chick was fucking crazy. She was funny as shit though. Some of the clips of her, like in court, are hilarious. I actually wonder if I can find anything really quick. Girls also love Eileen Warnos. Like if you post Eileen Warnos edits on Instagram, girls get wild in the comment section. Like girls love this shit. I'm really thinking about watching Class of Nukem High again. I've probably talked about that movie the most on this live stream. I just really like that movie. What's going on at Nukem High?
Okay, I cannot go in the execution chamber and die in the execution chamber as a liar. And I cannot go in the execution chamber and be executed under the devil. I have to come clean and cleanse my spirit in the name of Jesus Christ. So I have to come clean and tell the world the lies that went on through my mouth. I mean, now prosecutors and cops.
And that you killed the 7 men.
Huh?
That you killed those men in cold blood.
Yeah, and I got to come clean that I killed those 7 men in first-degree murder and robbery. As they said, they had it right. A serial killer. Not so much like thrill kill. I was into the robbing biz. I mean, you know, serial killers are in this thrill killing jazz. I was into the robbing, just and eliminate a witness. But still, then again.
Dude, if they made a black Eileen Warnos, it would have to be like Aisha Warnos. That would be the one time I'm down with a race swap casting, is if they give us a black Eileen Warnos and they call her Aisha. It's wild they can make a girl boss serial killer show and not realize how that can just make chicks kill me because they'll take inspiration from a Netflix show. I mean, you can just watch Sabrina Carpenter music videos for that, which, by the way, I always say I love Sabrina Carpenter. I do like her music a lot, but her gimmick is a little tiring. Her music videos are just her killing dudes. You know what we should do? Another goal for the channel, on top of once the channel pops off and we can crowdfund a budget for a Black Panther with a white guy cast as the Black Panther, we should also find a guy who can sing, and we should have him make like Sabrina Carpenter style music, but make it all about girls. So like we'll find a guy, right? We'll find like a wannabe Justin Timberlake pop star guy. We'll sign him to our label, Disco Acid Cult Records, and we'll have him make like Sabrina Carpenter style pop music, but all the lyrics will be about how women are stupid and useless in the way that Sabrina Carpenter sings about how all men are stupid and useless. And then we'll make music videos where he's just going around killing women, because that's all Sabrina Carpenter's videos are, is just her killing dudes. Yeah, you already got it right here. Should make music videos about killing women, the opposite of what Sabrina is doing. Let's see the body. Oh yeah, no, definitely. That's another goal added to the channel's goals. We're doing the Black Panther remake with a white dude cast as the Black Panther, and we're not gonna call him the White Panther or anything like that. It's gonna be the Black Panther, just starring a white dude. And then we're doing the Sabrina Carpenter, the gender swap. We'll get a guy to sing about how girls are retarded and useless. Also, but also that he's also constantly wanting to fuck them. Because that's the second part of Sabrina Carpenter's gimmick. It's that all guys are retarded and useless, but I also really want to fuck them. So girls should look up to me and trust my judgment. I really do hate the way that I love pop music because like I said, I like her music is awesome. Like her music is undeniably like rock and roll. Like Espresso is a great fucking song. It's a banger. Like literally by definition, it's a banger. But you know, her gimmick is tiring. Even Madonna in the 80s was like remember when pop music was just about like dancing? Like that is why I love 80s Madonna, because like it's just like I just want to dance. I just want to dance and sing pop music. Imagine Wakanda is literally just New York City in the 40s or Hollywood in the 60s. Oh yeah. I damn near would do New York in the 80s. I think 1980s New York is like prime New York. So I've never heard her sing one of her songs. I hope it stays that way. I can't imagine you would like it. There's another kid I talked to. I think he's like 21 or 22, and he calls it Target music. He said Sabrina Carpenter's music is just like what you'd hear in a Target. Which is kind of true, but I have a soft spot for pop music. You know, like I loved Britney Spears when I was a kid. Her CD actually, I think, was the first physical CD I ever owned. Baby One More Time, I think is what it was called. You know, and I'm fairly simple when it comes to music. If it's catchy, if it gets stuck in my head, if you can kind of move your head to it in the car, you know, I'll acknowledge that it's a good song.
I got a number, so it's serial killer. But I'm coming clean before I go in that execution chamber and be executed that I killed him.
And so
like
when
this.
you met them, from the beginning, did you know that you were going to kill them? When they picked you up in their cars?
I pretty much had them selected that they were going to die.
But when you're saying that there was no self-defense, so there was no self-defense?
No, there was no self-defense. I'm being really straight up about everything. There's no self-defense. I'm really sorry what happened about everything. I was in this. To me, this world is nothing but evil, and all of us are full of evil one way or another. In whatever we do, we have evil in us. All of us do, and my evil would just happen to come out because of the circumstances of what I was doing. Hitchhiking, hooking, on the road. I was a homeless person.
How down bad do you have to be? Shit, piss, that's exactly where I'm going. You read my mind. How down bad do you have to be? Because she was a hooker. Okay, she was a prostitute. Like, you're driving down the road and you see this on the side of the road in some like Daisy Dukes, you know, kind of making eyes at you. And you pull over. How down bad is the guy who pulls over to pick this up? Not only that, right? Not only that, but then to give her money, to slide her a $20 bill to fuck her. I don't care how lonely it gets on the road. I don't care about that. Dude, I've been down bad for a couple years, you know, and I'm not, I mean, I'm not doing this, let alone am I paying money to do this. Like, this is paying money to do me. And it's going to be a high price. Like, Eileen Wuornos is gnarly looking. Like, even without the serial killing, Eileen Wuornos is gnarly looking. No, I don't care how lonely you are. And I mean, she was doing this in the 80s, like the 80s or the 90s. Like, you're a truck driver, like, stop off at a gas station and buy a magazine. I mean, any buy a home and garden magazine, and you could find something better than this. Shit piss, aren't you? I think we talked about this. Aren't you actually a fucking trucker? That's funny to say, fucking trucker. You know, a movie you need to watch is Truck Stop Women from 1974. I might pull that trailer up in a minute.
All my life.
I'm looking for one specific part in this clip. If I can't find it, I'm going to move on.
Life
Right.
eventually got tiring in the end. Tyra was doing a lot of beer drinking and stuff.
You know what you were doing.
Oh yeah, Ty always knew everything I was doing.
So you were very close.
That's her girlfriend too. That's like maybe the funniest part is that that's her girlfriend.
So you were very.
That's Eileen Wuornos' girlfriend. Talk about a 1980s lesbian. Yeah, Jim. I actually was. I was a background actor in that show, actually. Yeah, talk about. I've never seen a better example of a 1980s lesbian than this right here.
Close.
Yeah, and I'm really sorry about everything. Sorry for that. I needed his apartments. Like I was saying, lie in bed.
A graphic description.
Come up a story.
I don't think it's here.
Anyone
You on a whole,
that you just couldn't stand being.
and that this last.
Yeah, I'll have to find it some other time and pull it up here. There's a certain clip of her in an interview that I just think is hilarious. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there might not be a trailer for Truck Stop Women. It's from 1974, so it's old. Damn, yeah. No, I don't think there is one. It's just a movie from 74. Stars Claudia Jennings, easily my favorite actress of the 70s. For like over a year now, I've been wanting to make a video about her just because I have a book. There's one book that was written about her life. And so I thought I should read the book and make a video about her. She's 100% gonna be a lesbian girl boss. I bet she scrapes with. Oh yeah, Eileen Wuornos definitely scrapes with the teeth. Definitely scrapes with the teeth. Like to the point where you probably have to punch her at least once on top of the head. You know, sometimes with a girl they scrape and you have to just fucking give a real good punch right there to the top of the head, like square on the top. God, I want to know where that fucking Eileen Wuornos clip is though now. Now I'm like stressing about that. All right, for like the fourth time now, if you're here on the YouTube live stream, fucking click the like button just because I said so. How often am I supposed to say that during live streams? Probably like once in the, well, you should say it once in the beginning, but I don't usually have viewers in the very beginning. So maybe like once in the middle and then like once toward the end, I guess. I don't know. Tonight I'm saying it whatever. Click the like button or else I'm coming for your sister. That's when she bites the dick off. Yeah, that's like the backfiring moment. If you punch the girl in the top of the head, she might bite off your dick. But if you have a good girlfriend, she will not. She'll just understand that you had to punch her in the top of the head. It was necessary. Okay. People make some pretty weird edits of Eileen Wuornos. Hold on, I'm literally letting an ad go by before I pull this clip up. I don't even think I could get a blowjob from a girl with no teeth. I know people joke about that, but that would really just gross me out. This is one of the clips I was thinking. It's not the exact one. But when she talks about, like, the prison, the way she was treated in prison or something, this is definitely where I think girls get on her side too, because they probably believe the stuff that she's saying in this clip.
And do you think, what, did that affect your mind, do you think?
Huh?
Did that affect your mind in some way, the sonic?
It was crushing my head, and they were using sonic pressure continually. Then when I had 3 meetings with Miss
What is sonic pressure? Somebody look up sonic pressure right now.
Lacorda on it. Every meeting I had, she increased the pressure of the volume of the comm, increased the harassment on the floor, increased the trays being inedible, just increased every bit of my complaints and trashed all grievances. They're trying to make it look like I was crazy at all times, rig up the room with torture. If I said anything about I think their whole plan was trying to make it look like I was totally crazy. And so nobody would believe anything I had to say about anything. And then drive me there if they could. God is going to be there. Jesus Christ is going to be there. All the angels and everything.
When crazy people say that somebody's trying to make me look crazy, it's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if you needed any help. Isn't it crazy that normal people sometimes have a hard time having kids, but 2 junkies and detox? Oh yeah. Yeah, the people that you know, it's always like people that shouldn't be having kids that will fuck once and somehow, like, will fuck once while using a condom and birth control and they'll get pregnant. And then married couples are always the ones that are like, yeah, we've been trying to have a kid for like 2 months. What about a dude? Getting a blowjob from a dude with no teeth? I mean, that would just be worse. Like 2 seconds, check the Discord. Nick, what's up, man?
Your pussy will perish with you in hell!
Alright, I got a question. Have you up on... Oh, Jesus, shit piss. That's hilarious. Do you even have that many accounts? That is crazy shit. But that is awesome, actually. Okay, I got a question for everyone. I've been meaning to ask this because I talked to a buddy of mine recently, and I think he's gay. So he was asking me, is it gay if a girl puts her finger up your ass? And I said, yeah, it is. And he said, but it's a girl. He said the definition of homosexuality is doing something with the same gender as yourself. So a girl putting a finger in your ass isn't gay. And I just said, well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say that any kind of penetration falls under the category of, like, that's what the woman does. So whatever is penetrating your ass as a guy, that makes it gay. And he was telling me that he likes it when a girl blows him while putting a finger in his ass. Like, you know. So, like, she's giving him the wrap around. Like, she's in front blowing him, and then she's wrapping around, putting the finger in. And I'm like, dude, that's gay. Like, I don't care if it's, like, Megan Fox putting a finger in your ass. That's gay. That's just my take, though. I mean, I didn't argue with him too much about it because I was like, I see your point, right? It is true. Like, I think that the actual definition of homosexuality is 2 people of the same sex. But I don't care. That's one of those cases where I don't care. Yeah, it's gay. Anything going in your ass as a dude, it's gay. And no shame if you're gay. That's fine. This is the most inclusive talk show on the entire planet today. All right, we represent all people. I mean, we're cool with everybody. I don't think there's a sound that I could play that would represent, like, gay people, is there? Like, what kind of sound bite could I use that, like, would let people know that, like, do gay people have a song? Is there, like, a song for gay people? Besides, like, an Elton John song? I can't play copyrighted stuff, otherwise I would play, like, an Elton John song. inclusive show with a homosexual host. Absolutely.
You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anything that would that I could play that would be like a signal, you know, like gay people.
We have come to rock your ass, kick your ass, fuck your ass. We will burn San Francisco right the fuck to the ground. So don't try and fuck with us. Eat a bag full of dicks. Give us all your money and all your honey to us. One fantasy unicorn, puzzle piece, muzzle cheese, jiggle jungle coaster, effect pee pee doo doo poo, magic mustard trailer hitch, pimp my hoe, slap my bitch, set myself on fire, and then piss it out with pee.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of soundboard. Yeah, Boy George. I could use a Boy George clip. Liberals are all gay, but we'll use gay. Yeah, I've been wanting to make a clip on TikTok about that. The way that you know, they will always use gay as an insult. And it's like the first thing they go to, like when they talk about Republicans or something. Oh, you're probably secretly on Grindr. And it's like, well, you are on Grindr. So like, what's wrong with that? The fuck was that? It is the intro to I have a cousin who is the singer of a band called Spider Friends. They're like one of the best bands of all time. They were called Spider Friends. They were from Davis, California. And the intro to one of their albums was that. That's another goal of the channel, actually. If I could get some posthumous recognition for the band Spider Friends, I will also do that. Like, for how much I brag about my music, my cousin's old band is, like, seriously some of the best music ever. Chris Hansen sounds. I could get a soundbite of Chris Hansen saying, what's that one clip where he's like, what would have happened if I wasn't here? The guy's like, I don't know. And he's like, you would have ate her ass. That's like a classic soundbite.
I am a bitchless, rizless, hoeless, 5'9", chud, incel.
I'm not 5'9", though. That's the one problem with that clip, is that I actually am 6'3".
I am a bitchless, rizless, hoeless, 5'9", chud, incel. It was over before it began. The truth is the game was rigged from the start. I'm black-pilled. It's over for me. That's okay. It's fine. Really, it's fine. I appreciate the big super chat, but I don't, let's not invalidate my suffering and my 500 years.
Now I'm getting in trouble.
Nigger!
Tung tung sahur, ta 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 sahur, din 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 dum, ma din 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 do.
Oh, Uncle Adolf, how we met, Jesus Christ, how we miss you, Uncle Adolf. Wasn't Adolf already familiar with Percocets? Or he was familiar with heroin at least, right? Like he was, or morphine, probably morphine is what it would have been. I think he would have thought Percocets were too weak for him, to be honest. I think he would have said, what is this shit? Yeah, I don't know what this song is. It's probably going to get me copyright claimed, but there's a sound on my soundboard called Italian Brain Rot, and it's just this.
Tung tung sahur, ta 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 sahur, din 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 dum, ma din 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 do. Liri liri la ri la, orcalero orcala, ballerina ballerina ballerina. Brr patapim tralalero tralala, brr brr patapim tralalero tralala.
I fuck with it though. I like that a lot. I would listen to that in the car. What is that? What is that? I got you, Nick.
Nigga!
It's a great sound.
Nigga!
It was a Jewish doctor.
Jeffrey Epstein was probably so cool.
That's a great one that I never really think of anything to use it for. Maybe I could use it for, like, when I talk about hiding in bushes and attacking girls. You know, like, that's the sound they make. Like, when I hide in the bush and the girl walks by, and I jump out right before I hit them in the head with the crowbar, they make this sound. Tongue. That's not actually what it's called, is it? I'm literally gonna go. Oh no, shit. Okay, so Italian brain rot is the song. Oh, it's an AI generated brain rot meme and sound. So it's probably not copyrighted, right? I don't know why I'm always stressing about copyrighted when the channel is not even monetized. You know, EFN is copyrighted. Damn it, that is copyrighted. What the fuck? Who is making... Like, this is the world we live in now. People are making AI-generated memes and copywriting them? I mean, I posted it in the Discord, Jim. EFN is copyrighted. The bass boost song that you like. Imagine, you have to fill out the lyrics. You're like, when you copyright a song, you have to fill out the title and the lyrics and everything. Like, I've done this. I've copyrighted music. So somebody had to type in, you know, the EFN quote to copyright this shit. Oh, you're saying there's a whole soundboard of Chris Hansen sound bites. I would just make them myself, but this is actually a good reference point. The no hug for me is great.
I'll make it feel really good for you, hon. What girl wants to give oral sex when a man isn't shaved? Are you thinking you might want to have sex with me?
That's a good one.
Are you thinking you might want to have sex with me? Would you let me lick you everywhere? I'm big. He pulls a large sexual device out of his pants.
Most girls can't handle it.
Oh, here I found one.
I could get in trouble for making love to a minor.
That might be the one right there. How can I? Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. This is the world we live in now, where AI videos and music are being copyrighted. I assume because... Okay, so the AI defenders, the absolute faggots of the world, people that defend AI, they consider it work to generate these things because they have to type in the prompt. Like, the fact that you're typing in the prompt, they consider that the work. Like, whoever made the Italian brain rot song, like, they probably typed in, give me a song that sounds like it could be from 2026, that's something you might find on Roblox or TikTok. Make it really, you know, make the beat like a simple 2/4 beat and have the guy saying tung 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 saw her or whatever. Like, that's the work part of it. So I'm assuming that's how they can copyright that stuff, because they say, yeah, I generated that. I'm the one that typed in the prompt. They had AI spit that out. I think it's a complete cop out. I think it's total faggot shit. There's no, like, AI shit should not be allowed to get copyrighted. But that's what's going to be like the downfall of art in general, is that, you know, they're just going to start making movies. I kind of believe that, like, have you ever seen that video? There's an Instagram reel where a guy was saying this is what it's going to be like in like 2050 or 2100 or whatever. You're going to go to the movie theater and you're going to say, yeah, I want to see a movie. And they're going to say, okay, you can see an AI generated movie for $10. Or you can see an actual movie with real actors directed by a human for $200. And the guy's like, well, I can't afford a $200 movie ticket, so I guess I'll just take the AI generated movie. I almost, like, the black pill part of me thinks that's where we're going. I have a buddy who is like completely, like, he thinks AI is totally fine. It's just a tool that artists can use. Like he's like kind of in defense of it. Coincidentally, let me say coincidentally, the same friend who says he takes fingers from girls up the ass. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, the guy who likes getting fingers up his ass is also a fan of AI. I don't think there's any coincidence at all. But anyways, he's also a fan of the band Motionless in White. So I was telling him, like, no, the way it's going to work is that, like, fast forward 30, 40, whatever years, you're going to go buy the new Motionless in White album, and you're going to go to the website or whatever, and there's going to be a notice from the record label, and it's going to say, yeah, the new Motionless in White album is $500, but you could get the new, like, Movementless in Black album for only $10. It was AI generated, and it sounds just like the band or something. You know, there's going to be like the AI version of everything, and that's going to be the one that's affordable for normal people. Whereas if you want the human stuff, you got to spend some extra money, which just means real art will become uh, like a privilege for rich people. Kind of like in the Blade Runner movies, how having a real animal, or well, that was in the book. They took it out of the movies, but in the Blade Runner book, the original, you know, whatever, do androids dream of electric sheep or some shit? It was like seen as like high class to have a real pet, like, because most of the animals are dead. They're all replicants. So most normal people just have replicants for pets, and then rich people have real animals. Oh, fuck it. We're already copyrighted, so we're jamming.
Tung tung sahur, ta 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 sahur, din 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 dum, ma din 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 do, li 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 la li la, orcalero orcala, ballerina ballerina ballerina, ah, brr patapim tralalero tralala, brr brr patapim tralalero tralala.
That trala little tralala, that's a great line right there.
Tung tung sahur.
Damn it, it starts over every time I pause it.
Tung tung sahur, ta 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 sahur, din 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 dum, ma din 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 do.
Since we're already copyrighted, I'm gonna go in a minute. Jim, if you're still here, I'll throw you a banger.
FC fuck niggas. Choose.
Wonder what happens to like copyright stuff on Kick. Actually, now that I'm talking about Kick, I think my Kick got like fucked up or something somehow. Maybe that's what happens to copyright stuff on Kick. Because now my Kick is like logged out and it won't let me in. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna go deal with that. That's how the stream's gonna end. Whoever's left on YouTube, thanks for making it the longest. I'm gonna hit the outro. We're getting out of here.
And we're all here today to groove and have a beautiful time together, and that it's only the beginning.